The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
In towards the back stick. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle. And when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looked...
Foden! And the ball's come loose here. Azar. Now it's Forlan. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a pretty loose pass. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Van Balten gets across to intercept that. Now it's Forlan. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's good vision. Mbappe! And he shoots! Cleared without complication. Saliba. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries to pass it through. Pass somewhat off target. Van Balten promptly onto that, and that is that. Pedri, decent chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
So we're still where we started right now. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Park Ji-sung. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He is through here. Opts to play. And Park Ji-sung! Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Camavinga. Urawa Reds upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Perez. Park Ji-sung. Perez. Now there's a fine ball. Park Ji-sung. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Camavinga. Oh, played through for the wide man. And that is expertly dealt with. And here's Azar. Perez. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Good read, needed to be. And that's put paid to a promising move. Knocks it into space. Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, extraordinary.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And he has been fouled there. Kamavinga. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nigeria looking to pass their way through. Saliba. And this is Forlan. Park Ji-sung. He's got away. Turns and goes back. Xavi Alonso.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Neymar. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Pedri. Neymar. Piqué deals with that comfortably. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And we are up to the break.
Nigeria ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Takes a shot! It's a goal! And the second half is off to a flyer. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Nigeria are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Nigeria have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was...
Judge, surely! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Rodri. And Azar. Now it's Mbappe. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That pass has been well intercepted. Azar. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's on it, can he get away? Nigeria can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And this is Forlan. No, it's not getting there. Pedri plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Foden. Now that's well seen too. Pedri. Casillas gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but
Forlan gets through on his chance for a shot! Saliba clears. He's had a shot! Goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That is a great pick out. Perez. Pedri. Now it's Foden. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hazard goes steaming forward. Mbappe! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. That has been slung wide. And he's picked out the run.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Park Ji-sung. Might be danger here. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Forlan deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Substitution on the field.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Gerrard plays it short.
On the field, number 97, Aubameyang.
Nigeria have the chance to go the other way.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Perez. It's Perez! And that would have been some goal.
Perez clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Saka. Mbappe.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, well measured. And it's Rice. Taken back almost at once. Out to the left it goes. He's in plenty of space here. Park Ji-sung. Gerrard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. PK.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And that is that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How would you sum up